The autumn season 22 is beginning, and by the looks of it, it's going to be an amazing season, something that we have never ever seen or done before. Every week is packed with action. There are no what we call easy weeks with Mozart and Grieg. Every week is big symphonies, big music, big projects, and huge stars as conductors and soloists. During the spring season, which was your first season here as the chief conductor of the Oulu Symphony, we already learned what you are like as an interpreter. You are passionate and big as an interpreter. So is this season going to be reflecting the same kind of personality with you as the planner of the program?
I suppose so, yeah. I mean, actually, after last spring, where we were still affected by COVID and we couldn't play to audience at the beginning, I really wanted this autumn season to have a huge impact, and not only for the audience but for the orchestra, where every week we're going to make the week an event, and I really want that to resonate so that we get people excited about being at classical music again.
Well, this program certainly has people excited. Everyone understands that this program is something a little bit more energy-packed than ever before. So how are you going to function now? How will you lead us through this season?
I don't know. We'll just take it day by day. But I really want to get on with working with the orchestra in the way I want. And as you know already, I need every moment to be filled with energy, even in the soft, quiet moments. There's no moment for us to relax and take it easy. We have to be working really concentrated for these periods.
What are you expecting, especially during this season? What is going to be the highlight for you?
I don't know. I'm really happy with the mixture of repertoire we have, and this spring we focused mainly on British music, and I did the Tchaikovsky symphonies. So now we're going to do some American music, some Gershwin. And I've got one dance program which I want to mix different repertoires connected with the idea of dance. So it's much more of an idea project, this one. And then we have two very sort of monolithic symphonies, the fifth of Sibelius and the fifth of Nielsen, in one concert, to see what happens when we put them together.
Yes, out of the 10 concerts that are about to happen, only one follows the traditional program idea with overture and concerto and symphony, and all the programs are something completely different. Why do you hate the traditional type of programming?
I don't hate the traditional type of programming. Indeed, I do many of those, but so often. The problem is, with a lot of orchestras, is you either start with, well, what symphony should we have? Or perhaps there's a star soloist, so the soloist will play this concerto, and then you build the program around that. How about starting fresh without any of that? And what's going to be the idea of this concert? And often it falls into 4 pieces, or without a soloist at all, and just to have the orchestra playing these. So it was interesting, and I love to work from a concept of blank sheet of paper before plopping anything down just because it's a symphony.
There are some very famous conductors coming, Osmo Vanska, Sakari Oramo. There are very famous soloists coming, Leticia Moreno, Jonathan Moog. And then to end it all, the last 2 weeks will be 2 huge projects in a row. First we are doing a concert together with Kokkola, then together with Rovaniemi. So is this some kind of a test of endurance for the orchestra?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, these projects fall where they fall, and it's availability. But to have these world-class Finnish conductors coming to Oulu, I feel really proud that the conductors are happy to come and work with this orchestra. And I want that to continue, that we have the highest level artists, whether it's soloists or conductors, coming here to work with this orchestra. It deserves to have the best people, and I know that everyone who comes to visit, if they're new, they're genuinely happy and often surprised about how well the orchestra is in the international level.
So how do you then measure the success of this season? What is the criteria that you use to decide if we did well in December?
Well, it's difficult to evaluate any concert because sometimes the audience will go crazy and you're sort of thinking, well, it wasn't really the... so it's really hard for me to tell. Of course, I really want the audience to have felt something. There's this trend in classical music that you should be able to just chill out and, but I want the people to engage. As I've said before, it's so important to feel the audience's focus, and they're as much as part of the performance as the orchestra are. So if I can feel this connection in the hall, this electricity coming from behind and in front of me, and it sustains for the whole concert, whatever happens, I think that's a success, that we created something there in that moment.